Okay, I'm going to do a walkthrough on how I do my big double walls. I've seen other people do them, and they can take a bit of effort and a bit of fiddling around, and it takes ages. So I'll show you how I do mine. It seems to be what I found fairly quick, simple, especially if you want to do large areas. So all I start off with is just a basic floor. We'll just do a 2x2, make it 3x3 actually. Okay. And I'll grab any wall, doesn't really matter, but I tend to try and use what I'm going to use for the building itself. Now what I do is I actually do a wall on each corner once I've laid out my platform. And that way you've got your size, you know where you're working. Go back to the floors and get these double floors here, place those on the corners, giving you that square, that perfect square shape you need. I grab the walls again, whatever I'm going to be using, and place on top of the double floors. Now it gets a bit tricky when you're doing corners, because you can't, doing it my way, you can't angle the wall at all, it won't snap. So doing it this way, I've found I can get the walls completed fairly quickly without too much stuffing around. So it starts off looking similar to that, just so you've got a few walls where you can actually change the angles quite simply without struggling too much. And what I do is I remove this wall, this floor, go to the roofs and pick up just the flat one and fit that into place. Then you grab the wall and it'll drop, leaving you only a single gap. You do the same thing up there. Grab the roof again and it'll drop. So you continue to do that on every corner. Always start off with the corners, because it just makes it easier when you want to join the walls at the top. Once we've got it like that, you've got your gap. You can go back to your walls and they'll actually snap to the wall above it. Get rid of those, get rid of those. Oops. Sometimes you have a bit of trouble, but so now that you've got your room, I go into wood, miscellaneous, and I use this one because it's got no gaps in it and it's not sticking out. But you can use this one if you chose, if that's what you wanted, if you wanted the timber look. And you just place those, for some reason they snap to the top of the wall. I don't know why, but they do. So then you end up with a double height roof, double height wall, with really no gaps. And if you go outside, it doesn't look too out of place. It looks like the walls just got a bit of an edge around it, hence the reason why I use the other ones, the flat ones, because they don't bend through the wall, they don't come through the wall. They're a bit of a pain to get rid of once you've got them in there. But that's why I use this one, because if you look, it shows up on this side, which I don't think looks too bad. But it doesn't show through this side, so you don't see it as you do there. So that's just my little trick. I think it works, and it can be done basically on any size building. Works better when you're trying to just do square buildings, but if you're trying to build a warehouse style like I do for my trader's post over there, or my power armor workshop, it seems to work quite well.